Hello everyone. So today we are going to be on the west side of Manhattan. We're going to try to go from Riverside Drive and 72nd Street up to Grant's Tomb Monument. Which is around Morningside Heights, 116th Street, in that area. So we're going parallel to the Hudson River on Riverside Drive, and we'll take our first left turn. And we're going to miss the light, so I gave it a nudge. So it's straight up this road, no turns initially here. We'll see how it does. Should be a pretty smooth ride. So we'll get around this double parked truck. There's little visibility here. Because we're on a little bit of a hill, so you can't see the cars coming. And it's going to probably stay here because I don't see this suggesting it's going to move. So I'm going to let it, I'm going to press on the accelerator, and it doesn't want to go. So there's our first disengagement. Didn't take too long. Of course, the issue of the double parked cars. Let's try to re-engage. Okay. Better to not go anywhere than to go around a truck with limited visibility. Here's a red light, and it had trouble seeing that light. It stopped short. You could hear the little bit of ice on the streets. So I don't know whether, probably the sun that's behind us had difficulty picking up that red light. It made it more difficult. And there's a person crossing the street. He's asking me to stop. All right. He's having trouble getting across the street, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt, obviously. Okay. I was surprised the car didn't stop. There's always that balance between safety and trying to understand the intentions of the pedestrians. He was clearly in the middle of the road. It appeared like he stopped, but most humans would stop for the pedestrian in the middle of the road, even though he wasn't moving or barely moving. Whereas this car did have trouble that time. So usually it's the opposite issue of a false positive, where the car stops when it isn't necessary, as opposed to a false negative like that. clearly double parked. There's some. Okay, it's trying to go around this car, even though it's a red light. So I would have waited behind the truck, but and we'll re-engage. Go up Riverside Park to 119th Street. Just being cautious. Okay. So we're on 122nd Street going east towards Central Park, actually towards Morningside Park, and then we'll go south along Morningside Park to the northwest corner of Central Park, and we'll go down Central Park West, see how far we get. It thinks this grading up in front of me is a bump to slow down, but it's not. It's probably just a road that was patched. Oh, this is a large hill. Okay, I couldn't see anything over the hill. Fortunately, this car was further down, and it's on the wrong lane. Double line, going very fast now. Did make it through. Here's actually a bump to slow down, and visualized it nicely. Missed this gentleman. It's coming around the curve. Very poor visibility, so I'd be going slower. There's some more people. Okay. So it took that turn a little uncomfortably quickly, but did a good job. of Columbia University to our right. Can't really see the campus from here. And Morningside Park to the left and down. Slowed very abruptly there. This car's coming up quickly. No problem. There's a person who's gonna. Good. Now it really stopped abruptly, and this guy's wondering what I'm doing here. Because it was stuck between a person, so just disengaged there, just to get oriented. Stuck between a person and another car coming towards us, so it didn't want to play a game of chicken and jammed on the brakes. Take a left here. There's a car behind me. I'm going to give it a small push forward. Okay. I'm going to take a right here. Gets over nicely. Quickly too. It didn't wait this time, which is good. Decided which way to go, and it went the wrong way. So that was just a I'm going to go around in a circle. That was just a directional mistake to go to Central Park North instead of taking that right. Keep control until I get onto Central Park West. That guy just went through a red light. That motorbike was not in your field of view. Let's keep going. I guess we can try that again from this vantage point and see what happens. It's not gonna go. Haven't seen it be indecisive about which direction to go. It was just going back and forth, not sure. Whoops, that's a red light. The other lane. Okay. All right. Okay, well. Okay, we're back in FSD beta 10.8. Interesting that the screen froze temporarily. I sometimes question whether there's so much data that's required to do pairwise interactions between each of the nearby objects that just speculating here that maybe the processor gets overloaded, and there the screen froze briefly. And sometimes when the car stops for no reason, it seems it happens more often after a very, very busy intersection. Okay. So I saw that taxi go before the Tesla did, so it was a little bit of an abrupt stop. I get it. Again, heading towards Columbus Circle. Nice right turn. Head to 57th Street and 7th Avenue. Just going to try and sneak around this car, but then decided not to. I saw that double parked car. Okay. Now it's going all over the place. To take a left turn, I'm going to have to give it a push. Okay, it's refusing to go. I have to give it a push. It's refusing to go. Got to give it a push. Okay. So without the acceleration there, it would have it's being a little presumptuous to go to the right in front of this car. Okay. Alright, let's see how it does on the passing on the right of a SUV. Alright. Well, here's a Tesla yellow taxi to my right. So you probably couldn't see it. Very jerky stop at this light. It's going to go through the light, it looks like. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to stop. Did not want to stop at the crosswalk, and I don't know why. Kind of doesn't see it there now. going to engage, but we'll see. Okay, this guy's gonna wait till after he passes. Okay, good. Now we're at Columbus Circle. Let's see how it does. We've got to go. Okay, well, this is the wrong lane. So this is really a lane to drop off people who are going to this mall here at Columbus Circle. So I'm thinking about going to the left, but just hasn't had even though there weren't any cars. There's the Tesla taxi that you'll just get into view here. Possibly, maybe not. Might as well disengage because who knows how long we'll be sitting there. I can show you the Tesla taxi cab. So there's the city taxis, typical yellow taxi like this Model 3, and then there is the Revel service that's based in Brooklyn that has this light blue Tesla Model 3. Is this guy's texting while walking through when he's not supposed to. So far, the car's not doing much worse than everyone else. It's a little frustrating. In the driver's seat here. Alright, so to get to 57th and 7th, it's going to go straight and take a right. I'm going to give it a push. Stopped for this pedestrian even though I have the green light. Now that's something that I don't think anyone would do, not even just a New Yorker. Now you can understand that at least at this point it's going to be very tentative with pedestrians, bicyclists, people. But now here there's not really a reason to stop. In fact, the pedestrians are waiting for me now. Take a left at 57th, so I did have to give another touch on the accelerator. Go. Accelerator again. Really jerky, just, Alright. Here we are.